something I've noticed is that a lot of creators are afraid of change. If they decide to start with a niche, for example, like me with Toho, or someone who does Pokemon, or someone who does Final Fantasy, they get their supporters there, and they're afraid of branching out even if they want to, because they're afraid that if they do something that isn't related to that content, their current subscriber base will not care. And I'm going to tell you, there is a way to make your subscriber base care, even if you do different content. Will it work on all of them? Absolutely not. A lot of them people are just there for the content, and I know that hurts to hear. But if that's the case, they're not really part of your community, are they? There's plenty of other people in your niche that they can go watch for that content. But if you take the time and you make community posts, you reach out to people, and you mingle and you connect with them and you make them realize you're a real person and that you care about them, they'll care about you in return. And from there, they won't really care what kind of content you make as long as it's you in front of the camera, or in the VTuber model in this instance. It's for this reason why years ago, when Ray William Johnson retired from making Equal 3, people were upset. Even though Equal 3 was still going to be a thing, it wasn't Ray. It was another creator. And sure, they adapted, but it was never as popular because they had attached themselves to Ray. Not the content, but to Ray. And that's why he was so successful. Think about PewDiePie, right? Felix. What if he was just like, okay, I'm not going to do this channel anymore. Here's a new PewDiePie. Do you think people will care? No, because they've become attached to Felix. Which is why I believe that for the game theory thing, even though people will allow MatPat to go with well wishes and they'll be happy for him, game theory will never be as popular again because they're there for MatPat. They aren't there for the new person, even if they know the new person. Even if the new person is amazing and brings their own style of content, they'll have to start from scratch. They'll have to create a community that likes them for them. Because MatPat's community isn't going to connect with them. They're not going to care. And that is why it's so important for creators to build, what's the word for it? A rapport with their community. Because if they don't, then what are you? You're just someone on TV, pretty much. Because I've seen that. I've seen people blow up for content, right? And people, they were getting like 500,000 views. But never once did they try to reach out to their audience. And then all of a sudden they switch contents, and now they're getting barely 1,000 views. Why? Because they never bothered to engage. They never bothered to go out to their community and say, hey, what do you like? Or do you want to do this or this and that? And it's something that I found very fascinating, and something that I've learned as a creator so far, is that if you don't take the time to reach out to your community isn't going to care. To them, you'll just be another face online, another person's garbling content that doesn't even matter in the long run. Because if you don't have a fan base who cares about you for you, there's no point in having one. And on the flip side, if you don't care about your community, then what's the point? Like, yes, I know it'll get big one day, and it may be hard trying to, engage with them, but at the same time, it's worth it. Take time out of your day and engage with them. Talk to them. Let them know you're here. Because, yes, you can't please everyone. That is true. But if they know their wishes are being heard, and if they know that you are aware of their existence, even as a whole, it will make them more willing to engage with you and whatever content you put out. For me, I know that I've lost some viewers because I haven't done much Toho recently, but a lot of them know me for me now, and they want to watch me ramble about whatever. They don't really care if it's Toho or not. And they know, knowing me, that Toho will be back in the rotation wheel eventually. Because I'm not just going to fully abandon it, I'm just taking a break from it because I ran out of stuff to talk about. So, if you're a creator out there and you're afraid of change, maybe it's time you look at your community and get to know them a little better. Because if you're that afraid of change, it means you fear your community abandoning you. And if they're your community, they wouldn't abandon you. They'll be there for you. Sure, there's a little parasocial, but fuck it. That's not what I'm talking about. It's just, you know, mutual engagement and trust. That's how you build a good community. So again, take that to heart and reach out to your communities. And communities, reach out to your creators. Bridge that gap. Let's make it a little more easy for people to make it as YouTubers. And I hope people engage with their subscribers more, because seeing that community tab, it's there for a reason. Use it to engage with people instead of just sporadic updates every 6 months. Okay? Do polls. Share an image or two. Talk about that poodle that really angered you. Like, just be there and be a person. You're not a machine. That's why people have been so disillusioned to treating YouTubers like some kind of non-entity, because you are, thanks to Mr. Beast, you're so corporate and like non-real that they don't see you as a person, and that's awful. You're people. We're all people. Let's start acting like it, shall we?